For the last 4 weeks, Waseem Mahmood from Stratford-upon-Avon has seen 60 million Pakistanis sign the world's largest petition to say no to terrorism. Pakistanis from all walks of life have joined his campaign.
Thank you. Keep it.
In the slum areas of the country's largest city, Karachi, some of the most vulnerable children are often drawn into radicalisation. Here too, Razikars or volunteers have been out collecting signatures. Why have you come to this school in particular?
This school actually wrote to us once the campaign first started. They wrote to us wanting to be part of it. They said that this was an area where they feel that they're more prone to these suicide bombers, where they're really affected directly by this, and they wanted us to come along, so that's why we did.
The Ye Hum Nahi campaign has touched the hearts of the country's future.
If you change yourself and your future is also change ourselves.
Here too, a 17-year-old boy told me that extremists live on his doorstep. But he's turned his back on any invite into the fold. The power of education has given him the confidence to say no.
It's much easier for them to go off the track. It's a lot more difficult to keep them on the right path. And that is what I want to do. And that is my main motive in life, is to keep them on the right track. That is what Rast wants to do. Keep them on the right track, open up doors for them, opportunities for them, and make them into independent, self-sufficient, disciplined, good human beings.
And it's this model that Waseem hopes to replicate back in the West Midlands.
What we need to do is to go to the madrasas, the supplementary schools. What we need to do is to tell them, look guys, 60 million people in Pakistan have signed up to this. Please don't get involved in this. I mean, young children need to know that, look, Islam is a religion of peace.
Tolerance and peace, two words that Waseem wants to see replacing terrorism, which all too often is synonymous with Islam. A desire which is echoed on the streets of Karachi.
I want to see terrorism stop.
We want to see peace here.
More than a third of Pakistan's 162 million people have spoken out. But what will happen now that the campaign has come to an end?
It is a Muslim problem. Iraq, Palestine, Afghanistan, all of these countries are suffering from some form of terrorism. Sudan, all of them. I think we need to widen it first to these Muslim countries. Then I think we all need to stand up and maybe take it to the UN and say, guys, look, help us, do something. Maybe they could, I think maybe we would take it to them to ask for them to make anti-terrorism day, appoint a day for us.
But can a day really make a difference? Is his outlook too ideological?
In 5 years' time, I want us to be the platform for anti-terrorism in the world. Terrorism is a bigger problem that we're facing as climate change, world poverty, but nobody's doing anything about it. We're going to be taking the lead. We want to be taking the lead. We want to unite Muslims all around the world to stand up and root this out, because only they can do it, only we can do it.
You only have to flick through the papers here to appreciate the magnitude of the task ahead. In the first 2 pages of today's paper, 3 stories about the Talibanization of Pakistan in some areas. The Ye Hum Nahi campaign isn't just about readdressing the balance of Islam's image across the world to the rest of the world. It's just as much about galvanizing the Pakistani people to stand up and fight against terrorism on their doorstep. Satnam Rana, BBC Midlands Today, Karachi, Pakistan.